Okay, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of On Point EDC. Today we have a really interesting review for you from the brand NutSac. That's right, folks, you heard it correctly. NutSac. They were founded back in 2015. They are American in origin, and they are proudly made in the USA. Basically, they received this name because the founders were told they were nuts to manufacture in America and to compete against cheap outsourced products. But essentially, they recognized an opportunity in the men's bag market to set out and make the perfect everyday bag. So that's what they did, and I think they did a pretty outstanding job. Now, guys, I am not this is here to give you kind of an idea. This is a smaller bag. Look at my hands here in comparison. This is not a laptop bag or you know, your typical courier's bag that you would see. The thing, and that's kind of what I like about it, because I think nobody really has any issues carrying around a bigger bag if it looks like you have a laptop in it. But there is kind of an issue with a man bag or a Murse, right? There's certain connotations there. And this is a decent sized little bag. It's, I think, large enough to almost give you a purse-ish vibes. You know, typically if you had something maybe that was cut in half, you would be like, that's a man bag, a little EDC pouch. But this is a little bit bigger. And I gotta say, for me anyway, it's kind of the perfect little dad bag for, you know, just to throw and leave in your car, or just kind of have as a go bag that's always kind of at your desk you can take with you or whatever. I like that it has this great grab handle here that's built in and stitched in really nicely, so you can kind of carry it almost like a lunch bag, versus using the strap here, which, you know, does give it a little bit more of a Murse vibe. So with that said, let's actually, you know what, we don't have to zoom the camera out because of the size of the product. The camera doesn't have to be zoomed in, but I guess what we can do is we can do a quick wristwatch check. On the wrist today is this beautiful Archimedes Outdoor 41 anti-magnetic, and this thing does it all, guys. This is an amazing go anywhere, do anything watch, and it's actually you know, kind of exciting because it's a little dust on there. Get that little speck off. So because it has now a fully hardened bracelet, which is a new option. Before it was just a hardened case with a regular bracelet. Now it's fully hardened all the way around. I thought it would be a good pairing for this bag because one, minimalist aesthetic, right? No bells and whistles, but what it does do is really what it brings is in function and not necessarily a bunch of ornate details. Similar to here, also go anywhere, do anything, very tough, very rugged, yet a certain level of refinement and I think thoughtful design that went into this bad boy, that I think can relate a bit to this you know, really cool modern kind of German everyday aesthetic here. So essentially, guys, this is an EDC bag, man bag, or dad bag. Some key common characteristics in design language when you're looking for this type of bag as a man, a dude, a bro. You're gonna want something that's really tough, obviously, thoughtfully designed, and big enough to hold your kind of pocket overflow, but small enough to keep handy, whether in a vehicle or on your person. So I think that's kind of the sweet spot for this. It's almost kind of lunch box-ish size, which I think is the right size, you know, but it's not a lunch box. I mean, you could throw your lunch in here, but I think that really makes it quite good and quite versatile from that standpoint. This is known as the Satchel 11, and this is the coal colorway, so really great gray with the black leather. Really cool. Essentially, it's you know, it's a very iconic kind of men's satchel design. It can be used over the shoulder, obviously, as you can see here, and we'll get to the strap later on. But basically, you know, it's for somebody who's on the move, on the go, and can fit into kind of that everyday lifestyle. You could throw an iPad or any kind of standard size tablet in there. There's also you know, quite a few pockets and everything inside. We'll put some stuff in, take some stuff out, just to kind of give you an idea of how this bad boy is going to work functionally. You know, it's just cool, man. This thing is built really, really solid. So let's actually just start getting into some of the details. So first off, you do have just this kind of leather cutout and a little push there. Really nice. That's obviously, you know, built to last there. And the nice thing is you can see everything is away, right? So when it comes to water resistance, if it's raining or something like that, everything has a layer. You get these great zippers. They're the YKK zippers there. You get the front zip. Very nice. Obviously with this flap down, it's not going to be easy to get into there, especially with this zip closed. And then inside you get more, and you still also get these great leather pulls. Again, you get the flap to go over, so it's going to create some nice water resistance, and you get quite a bit of space. You get this little zipper spot here for something that maybe you want to keep a little bit more hidden or out of the way. And then, oh, here's the strap, which is completely overbuilt, but I did want to show you guys. Look at that, just all metal. You got the powder coat on it, really simple. This thing works, and it's, you know, quite masculine looking. Obviously it's I think in detail it's not going to be mistaken for a purse, but in kind of, I guess, kind of scale, you know, when you kind of look at this with it on it, it does give it a little bit of that vibe. But, you know, again, the nice thing is you do get this this pull strap here that has the leather lining. So it actually works quite good, and you know, keeps things a little less confused. And then you got these two open pockets, which are great for anything really. So whether it's your Sebenza, you can go ahead and take that and tuck it in there. Oh, even with the milled clip, it's a little harder with the milled clip. There you go. Fits right in. You can, if you have notebooks or a notebook case, which I have, and then, like, gotta have the pen with you, with the little, oh yeah, disappearing clip. Nice one, Lammy. So you got the pen, the pad, that can also fit in there really nicely, as you can see. You got room for other things if you want to throw in like a flashlight, something like that. You got the clip there, which is great. You know, so I think that's wonderful. You want to carry another knife, maybe, you know, this bad boy, because there's just so many dang good knives that got released this year. Maybe you're packing extra heat. So, you know, that's the nice thing, is you got so much space, so much use case here. You can take these out really easily. You can see, and there's a little bit of retention there, which I think is nice from that standpoint. Or, you know, let's say you got your wallet and, you know, you're gonna jump in the water or something. You're trying to keep all your stuff consolidated. You can take it, drop it in kind of the zipper portion, have that little extra layer of security on there, and you're good to go. You know, the other knives can work in here as well, or maybe even like a extra power source for your phone. Just hit the camera there. So that can go there, or even in the front pocket, which is also very nice, and zips. So yeah, or maybe you want to put your EDC 2.0 in there. Very nice, Ray Laconico, or maybe your nice Enrique Pena Mula, another nice one. And hey, just for giggles, let's even throw in an Olamic whippersnapper. Look at this, man, there's a lot of nice knives in here right now. Some of my favorites. So all fit, all work great. And then if you want to carry a different type of notebook, of course they're going to fit as well. Or maybe you just want to throw extra knives in here. So you get the Waypoint. This thing is great and essentially is rust proof, outstanding. And even with this really slim clip here, as you can see, you can store it in there fine. Oh, you can get it to line up. Push it down, boom. So now you have that going. Maybe you want to put a big old flashlight in there. You can do that. So, I mean, needless to say, right? This thing is great for this. You could put any type of EDC stuff in there. Stuff that would normally go in your pocket, right? Maybe you're wearing some shorts or something a little dressier or whatever. you still want to have your gear on you, you know, close by or whatever, but you just can't have bulky pockets. So that's the nice thing here, is you can still do all that, right? You can even take a multi-tool, something like, you know, this nice Victorinox Farmer X A-locks, where I have my little suspension clip there. And if I want to, I can take this, and instead of having it lay at the bottom, it can be suspended right there, just like I would have it in my pocket. Again, that's the nice thing, is anything that's pocketable can be put into those pockets with a very similar carry, which I think is great and super useful. You know, and then you have this front pocket here, of course. As we mentioned before, you can toss things in. Little extra power source, whatever. Maybe you want to throw in your Douglas field lighter, right? Oh yeah. Maybe you just want to throw that in there with you, because you're all about that rugged outdoor lifestyle. Maybe your Olight, you know, just drop it in. Cool, right? So I think that's you know, that's really nice. And you guys can see now by seeing some of the gear that goes in here, size wise, you know, maybe you want to throw a handkerchief in there from Austell Designs, maybe 2 handkerchiefs. You never know what happens out there. Somebody could just spill stuff, right? And you have to wipe it, or maybe you just want to wipe down one of your many handsome blades. Or hey, maybe you're gonna take your little Prion with you, and since it's kind of a collector now, you can just put it in there, and it's a little bit safer, and you can reach for it whenever you want. So yeah, man, this thing's sweet. And then let's say even your pair of glasses, right? Your sunglasses, you got to have the spies with you, even if you have a nice case, right? Because you have your typical kind of soft bag, which will fit nicely and easily. If you were going to have it in there, and of course you can see, got to have the czars there. So very nice. Big shout out to Spy, which is my day job. So basically now you have your hard case. You can throw it in here and it fits. Look at that. It fits in there. You can throw a bunch of other stuff. You can throw a flashlight in there. It's not going to mess it up, you know. You can throw in, let's say you're selling something. Maybe you're selling a pen. You still got it in the box, right? You got your X Series Enrique Pena clicker here. And guess what? Bam, you're throwing that in. It's not a big deal. Maybe you're getting sentimental with your little tactile turn here in zirconium with custom engraved pocket clip. Maybe you don't want to hang it in the pocket. Maybe you want to bring this as to present to somebody as a gift or something like that. Throw it in there. It's not a big deal. And then essentially you can just zip this bad boy up. And here you go. Boom. Still works. And then you see underneath here you got the leather, so you can sit it on the floor, you can sit it wherever. It's going to have that extra you know, layer of kind of protection. And then on the back side, it's nice and smooth. You know, you do have this really great waxed canvas, which is extremely water resistant, which is nice. Obviously you get all the metal hardware, which is fantastic. Oh, also guys, street price on this bad boy, this costs $139 direct. Some of you might think that's expensive, some of you might think that's cheap. That's the cool thing about these guys. They're really a bit of kind of a lone mid-range, mid-tier, if you will. Everything else that's on the market is either super cheap and actually like cheaply manufactured. And oh, dropping some stuff here from the desk. So everything is either like super cheap in comparison or way more expensive, right? Like you get into some of like the crazy fancy leathers and all those types of traditional man bags, if you will, and those things can skyrocket in price. The crazy thing here is you're getting something of like supreme quality, right? Functionally, this thing, you don't need anything more when it comes to just the functional, the fit, the finish. From that standpoint, are there more luxurious items out there? Yes, there are, but you're gonna pay for it, right? You're gonna pay premium, just like you know, really, you got some 200 meters water resistant. It's also has, you know, a soft iron Faraday cage around the movement, so it's actually anti-magnetic to like 1,000 Gauss. It's automatic, so you don't need any batteries ever, right? Hardened steel case, 200 meters water resistance. Now, do you need anything else, you know, to tell the time? No, you don't. You could, you know, pony up more money, get a mil Gauss, or you know, maybe some type of Omega Railmaster or something like that. Sure, you could, but you're paying more, and it's for the luxury, right? But for the functionality, guys, for the functionality, you got something here that's really special. So maybe not quite as iconic or, you know, real fancy. Maybe it doesn't give you that leather smell, but it does give you something that's actually just like really rugged, masculine, right? Because when you're carrying a bag, the last thing you want is to look like you're carrying a purse. Let's face it, guys. That's my biggest concern, you know, besides obviously having to carry a bunch of stuff. And for me as a dad, dude, this bag comes in so much handy because my kids, you know, to throw some sunblock in there, just things people forget. Throw a drink bottle in there. It's just, you have something, you have the space, you don't have to throw it in your pockets, you don't have to throw it in your wife's overloaded purse. And then if your kids are a little bit older, you know, you don't have a diaper bag to throw stuff in. But with this, you could throw a couple wet wipes in there, whatever. I mean, total dad friendly move. As far as you know, again, with the dimensions go, this is 11 by 7.5 by 2.5 thick there, and it weighs about just 1.1 pounds. So, you know, when it's empty, it's actually quite light, but it's heavy duty, right? It feels substantial, which I can definitely appreciate. You got this, of course, heavy duty cotton strap. Beautiful metal hardware, all metal hardware here. There's nothing plastic on it. So yeah, it's nice. I think ergonomically it's great. It's, you guys saw, it's easy to use. It has great pockets. The space is thoughtfully partitioned. You know, I like that they have you know, they do separate your things, because, you know, you might have some things that are sensitive, some things that aren't. You know, like I mentioned in here, you know, you got some stuff maybe you're giving away, maybe you're selling, maybe you're going to a meetup, right? Maybe you're bringing a bunch of gear to sell, to show, to tell, whatever, to gift, regift, whatever it might be. And you have all these great spots for gear. You keep it safe, you know, but it's rugged, right? It's not super plush or anything like that. It's just tough enough for the type of stuff that you're going to carry, and it's going to wear the way that everything else you carry is going to wear, which is nice. It's going to pick up some personality lines, some, you could almost think of it as patina, right? So I got my wallet there, and look at that, guys. There's just everything you need, nothing you don't. They didn't go crazy. There's no gimmick here, guys. There's no, this doesn't flip inside out and turn into a hooded sweatshirt or anything like that. What it does do is it helps you carry your shit, right? It helps you carry your gear around. And when your pockets are full, or maybe it's a hot day, you're just wearing some shorts and you don't want to look like some guy wearing cargo shorts. Maybe you're a little bit more stylish than that. You know, maybe you're in some water resistant tactical shorts, maybe some board shorts or something like that. Even if there are a lot of pockets, if it's a light material, you don't want to weigh yourself down, you know, carrying some sweet knife. I mean, you want to carry the knife, but you don't want that weighing you down, right? Boom. You don't want that weighing you down. And at this point, come on, now it's just, I'm just looking at this man candy. And that's the thing, guys. This thing is perfect for man candy, right? It's just, it's that good. So I dig that. So with all that said, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Could this be your next dad bag, man bag, Murse, whatever you want to call it? Your NutSac. Is this going to be the satchel for you? I don't know. But let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please do hit like. And if you haven't, please subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks, guys.